Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Art and Diamonds with Eskies. I'm so glad to be able to do this. It will be a short one, I'm sure, because of my filming problems. But if you hear barking, I am sorry. There are 11 canines in this house when you count Winter and Snowman's gremlins, which we have to because they're the noisy ones besides Princess. So what we're doing today, although I know you can see this is a puppy, please forgive my hands and arms. They are covered in puppy marks. Is we're working on this little stitched piece. I love this. That's an Esky or a Sammy, depending on who you are. But in this case, we're going to adapt this to be my little Chowski when she was a baby, Winter Snow, until I can afford to have a custom made of her. So this is a printed cross stitch. Now I normally, since 1978, have been a counted cross stitcher. So nothing on there. You just count and put your stitches and it turns out beautifully. But with everything going on recently with my health, I decided that it was time to take a step back, give myself a break, and try these. And I did that a couple of years ago, and I really, really liked them. Will I ever stop counted cross stitch? Nope. I have heids and stuff that I need to finish, so I can't do that. So if you do hear puppies, I'm super sorry, folks. But that is my life. Thankfully and gratefully, that is my life. Now, the little gremlins will be getting trained as service puppies. You can bet on it. Their mommy was my out-of-the-house service puppy. She, for some reason, liked to pull my wheelchair. And then when I did some research, I found out that they were bred as sled dogs, not just guardian dogs. So that would explain all of that, now wouldn't it? And she was just wonderful. I wish that you had had an opportunity to get to know her. She was sweet and affectionate. And she and Snowman and Bella have defied absolutely everything that I've ever heard about Chow Chows. They're not overly independent in my family. They're super affectionate and loving. But they do not like strangers that they have a bad feeling about. And Snowman just doesn't like strangers in the house at all. They're fine outside of the house, but this is their home. It's their territory. And they're trying to protect me and the rest of the pack. So, there is that. So right now I'm going to work one-handed for a moment. This is a beautiful needle minder I want to show you that a dear friend of mine had made for me when I lost Snowflake. Sorry about the shaking. It is a paw print with wings. I love this. I absolutely love this. And right now, it is so beyond appropriate, you know? It just is. If I have to pause very quickly, I'm sorry. It's because there is a neighbor's dog barking, and I would guess that mine are going to get uppity. So at the moment, I'm stitching one-handed on this, which when it's on a frame, I do not do. I'm a two-handed stitcher that way. But, you know, that way I can get everything done. So, the reason I fell in love with this is because she used to steal my yarn and play with it when she was a little baby, just like Frosty did. You know, so it's just, it's so fitting to a wonderful memory of her that is actually helping me to cope with a very traumatic loss for the way she passed away. She was murdered. So it's been a hard time. It's been a hard time, but I'm making steps. Coming back to my channel was part of that healing process beginning. And I spoke with a psychologist that I consult when I need to through my doctor's office. And he said something to me that kind of struck me funny, that I think some of you might find interesting. And I'm going to shift this, if it'll let me. I'm sorry for the shaking, but I need it a little closer. He said that he feels like when he talks to me, he's just reassuring me, because I'm doing all the right things at the right times. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. But then I realized, but if I'm doing all that, then where else do I turn for more help? And I think that's where you guys came in. I need to heal. And that is my word for this year. I've chosen to do a word for the year. I don't do New Year's resolutions because nobody ever keeps them. But I've decided to have a word for this year, and that is healing. So if any of you can relate to that, please go ahead, adapt it, grab it. If you have a different word that will appropriate what your goal is this year, please put it in the comments. If you are not subscribed, please, please, please subscribe. because I need to grow this channel. I really do. Financial times are not so easy when you get so old and sick. And I would love to see the support, folks. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Please keep coming back. For those of you watching who don't subscribe, thank you. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you guys could please leave a like on the video, that would help me a whole lot to get back into the algorithm for YouTube now that they've rearranged everything. But I'm sure they're doing it for a reason. I'm sure of that. Whether or not I understand the reason, that's another story now, isn't it? Probably I don't. Let me fix this, and then I can get back to my stitching. So, how are all of you doing on this wonderful Saturday morning? And to me, it's a beautiful day because we actually have cloud cover in Phoenix, which is so nice. It's going to be 70 degrees, which is way too warm for this time of year. But that's been this year. We've not really had cold days. We have had freezes at night lately, but no really cold days, and that makes me sad. I love the cold days. I could never live in the snow, though. Please forgive any cuts like this that you see. Little gremlins and their nails. So it happens as they move things around my house and play with a water bottle. An empty water bottle. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry for the noises. It's life in my family, and I'm joyful that they are here. Losing Pokey Toes, which is what we called Winter. At least God blessed us and gave us little babies that are a part of her. And we had found homes for all but one, because she had 4 babies. And I was just going to keep the one, because I wanted to keep one of her babies anyway. And my husband said, no, we keep all 4. You can't let go of anything of her, and I don't think it would be good for me to try either. And that is Chrissy you're hearing. That is my oldest little girl, and in about a week and a half, she will be 15 years old. My goodness. Ladybug just had her birthday on the 18th. She is 14 as near as we can tell, through veterinarians and through how many years we've been together. So, yeah. My Eskies are getting old except for Princess. She's the young one. She'll be 4 years old this year. So, yeah, there you are. Now, I'm stitching a bit slower because I'm trying not to shake this. I have this attached to my stitching frame. And so I'm trying not to shake you. If I'm shaking you, I'm sorry. I'm sure I am. Because that's part of the game here. Part of the work. But I couldn't figure out another way to do it today. I miss everybody so much. think I may have figured out my live stream sound issue. So if I did, then there will be a live stream, surprise live stream very soon. Keep your eyes open for it, folks. Keep your eyes open. I'll have to contact my lovely moderators and make sure that they're up for it. I'm sure that at least one of them, I'm pretty sure she is. So, what are you all doing today? What are you working on? Or what are you doing with your family or work? Or tell me. I love hearing from you. I love comments. I do. I love them. I love responding to everybody. So, and sometimes we actually kind of converse back and forth through the comments. Hi, Summer. Sorry, one of the babies came put their nose up at me. Sorry for all the yums. It's the breathing thing. You know, that's just life for me. And I'm just grateful to still have life. I feel very blessed in that way. So, I don't like to complain about that stuff too much. If the babies didn't have everything so torn up all over my floor, the little gremlins, I would show you what they look like. But I guess it's not a big deal. It's a rug, and that's where they like to play and tear up tissues and paper towels that they can manage to get a hold of. Little stinkers. But every puppy I've ever had has done it. I don't know if it's a northern breed thing or it's all puppies. Let me know in the comments if your pups have done that when they're young. I'm curious. Because I've had Nordic breeds in September it'll be 25 years. Wow. 25 years. That's a long time, folks. A very long time, but very blessed. And it started with Snowy. And anybody who's been around long or gone back and looked at my videos from the past will remember the diamond painting I had made of Snowy and Frosty when she was a baby together on his pillow. They were just so precious and sweet, as are all of the babies I'm blessed with. Snowman is also a purebred AKC Chow Chow, just like Winter was, and like our youngest Chow Chow, other than the gremlins, Bella. Her name is Bellissima Hope, meaning beautiful girl filled with hope. And she brought hope at a time that we really needed that. The breeders have gifted me these babies and are very upset that we lost Winter. And I think they're regretting having given her to me, but they don't realize how she touched my heart and my life. So, ladies, if you watch this, please understand that that was the greatest gift you could have given me in the world. She was nothing more than love and blessings. And I have her remains by my bed, where I'm normally sitting. So I see and talk to her every morning and every night. And that's helping with the coping. That's helping. So we're just trying to get through it, trying to pick ourselves back up and take care of our grandson and our babies and our gremlins. Hi, Crazy. And get back to a normal life, which is difficult. It's got a lot of shifts and changes to it. Now, for those of you who've known me for any length of time, you know that I have fought going back to a wheelchair for a very long time. But I got stuck back in it. So, I have the most wonderful doctor's office. She and her assistant worked so hard and battled the Medicaid system and got them to make a custom-made motorized scooter for me. Now, the reason it needed to be custom-made is I'm a little girl. I'm very narrow, and I just kind of swim around in most things. So my wheelchair is 25 years old, and it's a child's chair because I'm so little, and I still have room in it to move around, as scary as that is. But I'm grateful for that. And so they had to specially make this one for me so I could move around inside of my house with it, and so that I could function again to some degree. I can't breathe anymore due to a rare blood disorder, but we're working at it, we're working. Now they're battling the insurance to get me some oxygen here at home, because that way I can get back to doing things that I really love doing. I miss cooking, and I wanted to do some canning, and maybe even do it on the channel if you all are interested in some recipes for cooking and instructions for how to can those. If you want that part even, please let me know. I have my grandma's, my great-grandma's, great-grandmother, I should say. She would be very upset if I called her grandma. And my own recipes that I would love to share with you guys that can be done in an Instapot, in a crock pot, or on the stove. And I can tell you the adaptations to those, and I'm happy to share them. It's taken me many years to feel like it's okay to share those things, but I'm at that point in my life where I don't want these things that my family made and enjoy to disappear. So if you guys are anything like me and you've gotten to the point either because you work so much or because you're not really into cooking, or, which I am, but most people are not to the degree I am, or you just need some good, pressure cooker recipes. So you can just put it in there, it cooks quickly enough, and that's all you gotta do, stick it in there and turn it on. And Instapots, and what I have is called a NutriPot. It's a little bit more fancy, advanced abilities, like you can do some pressure canning in it. I don't think you can do that in the Instapot, but mine has a setting for that. So that's kind of inspiring me, plus the cost of food going so sky high, and we're expected to get worse. So those are the reasons behind that. And I'd like to make some jellies that I just think would be wonderful. Some peach preserves. That's one of my all-time favorites in the world, is peach preserves. And I thought what would be fun is to do some strawberry jalapeno, And maybe some peach habanero. Ooh, I think that'd be good. I'm not into real spicy foods, but my husband loves. The more spicy, the happier he is. Not this lady. But I wanted to find that happy medium where it's just kind of a twist on the traditional stuff and give us something new in our lives. And maybe it's not new, maybe it's already out there, I don't know. But we'll find out, and I'll have to experiment with the recipes to see if it'll work, because I've never made jams or jellies in my whole life. I do remember my Granny Perkins doing that, and my great-grandmother. I think my grandma did, because I remember her pressure cooker exploding in her kitchen when I was little. And oh Lord, we were just so thankful she wasn't next to it, because it was an old-fashioned one. They didn't have these electric ones back in those days. Just didn't exist, folks. That technology wasn't there. So I think she did do some canning. I know she did do some pressure cooking. But I have figured out a way to even make barbecued ribs in the pressure cooker that they literally just fall off the bone. They are so good. And I'm happy to even teach you my very, very infamous candied barbecue sauce if you would like. Or I can teach you how to make them with a jarred sauce. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You know, if you have a special barbecue sauce, use it. That's how that works. But I don't know. I don't want to get so many things on this channel that it's a problem. I really have been considering starting a channel for my stitching that is separate from this art and diamond painting channel. But I'm still waiting for you guys to give me your input on what you want me to do. Keep it all on this channel, which will be choice 1. Or choice 2, start another channel so that we can move certain things over there so that the people who are not interested in this part of my life don't have to feel like, oh, but I want to play it for her because I want to help her, but I don't want to hear it, you know, and eat up their time. I don't know what you would prefer I do. I just love sharing the creative parts of my life with you, my babies with you, and now we've got gremlins to share, which are huge already. They are 3 months old, and the last baby born, who I named Rocky Balboa because we had a struggle for him. You know, he was struggling at the beginning, trying to get out. Mommy had gotten so tired, Mama Bear. She was so exhausted that he got his nose out and then went back in because she just didn't have the strength to push him out. It took us an hour for her to have that strength and rest a little bit and be comforted. And then when we did get him out, she was trying to get the sack off of him, and she was having a little trouble getting to his head where it was. So I quickly broke the sack and turned him over to get the liquid out of his lungs and mouth, and turned him back over, handed him back to Mama Bear so she could finish what she needed to do. But that was the first time I've ever even seen puppies born, much less helped. Oh my goodness, I have personally assisted and fully delivered babies. And I can tell you, puppies, it's so much cooler. It is so much sweeter, and it was the most awesome thing that I could have imagined doing, and I feel so blessed that the Lord let me have that in my life to be with her, and she had chosen me. And if you have multiple people and a pregnant mama, she will let you know which human she wants to assist you. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing though, Winter. I think you want Daddy. Nope, she wanted Mommy. So we got through it. I did a bunch of research. Thank you, Lord, for YouTube. Because between that and an on-call vet, an online vet, and calling my local vet to get some information, we were able to safely deliver those babies. Now, I'm just going to keep going until this video stops. So before that happens, I want to thank you all so much for being here with me. I want to let you know that I do pray for y'all, and God bless you and be with you and keep you safe. This world is a very dangerous place, and my prayers and thoughts are with all of you always. Always. I think of you, and that would be Bear Bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. What are you doing? He is the second baby that was born, and I believe that he and the third baby, which is Winter's Storm, we call her Stormy, are twins. Non-identical twins. They act like it, they look like it, except that he resembles his papa more, which is my baby snowman. And she is just a clone for her mommy as a baby. She's just, oh goodness, that is really helping my healing. I didn't mean for this to all be about puppies either. And gremlins. But they start talking. So they are playing behind me. Let me take a look and see what they're doing. Aw. Snowman. I'm so proud of him. He was what I understand to be a rare thing. Very much loved helping care for the gremlins after they were born. And I understand that a lot of daddy puppies don't want that interaction. They don't want to deal with it. They did their part. Now, move on. Whoa! Okay, ladies and gentlemen. That was unexpected. I am so sorry. I'm glad my stitching stayed on screen. Please forgive me. My goodness. The gremlins hit this and it went sideways. And you're hearing my little bear talking to his papa. You talk that nonsense. You're so loud. Learn inside voice, baby. They are 3 months old. And every single one of them, except Stormy, who's my runt, is bigger than my mini Eskies. Oh my goodness. Even Princess, who is my tallest mini Eskie, they're all bigger. But Rocky is this massive. He looks like he's close to half his dad's size already. And Snowman's no tiny Chowski. Yes, they're full-bred Chow Chows, but we call the ones that act like Eskies because they learn from Chrissy. We call them Chowskis because, you know, Mama Eskies. So they're Chowskis. But he's about half his daddy size already, and that is just crazy. He's a big baby. And boy, does he eat like it, too. I've never seen a little one eat the way that gremlin does. He just chomp constantly. But he's so sweet. They're all very kissy, affectionate babies. Which you can't tell from the barking at the moment. Because he wants to play. And Snowman's telling him to settle down. I'm playing with you. Just calm down. They'll learn inside voice just like Princess. When she wants to listen. Okay. Folks, I'm going to pause you. Hang on just a second, please. Okay, so I accidentally pushed the wrong button and stopped the video, so here we go. It took a few minutes. I don't know how settled they'll stay, so we'll see what we can do. Anyway, I hope that you guys are just having a wonderful weekend and that you have a great next week, because we all need that. We all need that. We need good weeks and good days and something peaceful and joyful. And this is the quietest my house has been in months. It's wonderful. I love it. It's quiet, other than what my grandson's watching. But he's keeping it down, so no complaints. No complaints. He's a good kid. He really is. He has his own issues, but he's a good kid. And when I figure out the whole, can I have him on videos and not piss off YouTube, then we'll discuss it. But right now, I know a lot of you have been with me a long time. Have seen my Danny when he was littler. Oh my goodness, folks. He's 11 years old now. He's so tall. So tall compared to what he was. He's gotten so big. And he's so sweet. So sweet. Sorry, thirsty moment. Yeah. In spite of what I'm going through, what myself and my husband are going through, we are definitely grateful for every blessing that we have. We truly are, and we understand that we are blessed. So, please don't ever think that we take this for granted. We don't. Now, I do have 2 more parts of that review, tapestrymarket.com, that I'm going to film for you. I want you guys to understand, that was not sponsored. It was not sent to me by the company. That was all out of mine and my dear friend's pocket, because she had bought a piece for me. So, no, I haven't had a sponsored review or anything sent to me to review in a very long time, or you guys would have seen them. But I would love to have that going on again. So there won't be a lot of reviews because we just don't have the funding for it. But we can do lots of spending a little bit of time together, folks. Lots of that kind of thing. And I will do my very best to find products to review for you. Not just stitching, but diamond painting and art supplies. I do have art supplies I'd love to review for you guys because I've had a chance to really work with them and test them, both for original art and coloring, guys. I have a lot of different kinds of colored pencils. I think anybody who likes adult coloring, please let me know in the comments if you're interested, and I can post some product reviews for things that I've purchased and enjoyed or found problems with, and give you my opinion on that. You know, I've been doing this stuff for quite a long time now. So, and I was blessed to get to do a lot of diamond painting reviews and unboxings and a few cross-stitch unboxings, which was wonderful for these stamped or printed, whatever you want to call them, cross-stitches. So that was very nice over time. That was very, very nice to do. So we'll see. We shall see if the Lord decides to send me some more to do, or one of you wants to send something to me to look at or review or enjoy. Let me know in the comments so I can get in contact with you privately to give you the address to send those things to. Because, well, we have to be careful these days what we do. So, you just never know. There's been so much that's gone on. But, ooh, what are you guys making for dinner tonight? I'm curious. I was going to cook for tonight and kind of do some more breaking of myself doing the pre-cleaning. And my grandson said, no, I want oatmeal for dinner. Okay, well, let's do oatmeal then. And that is spooky. Hang on, folks. 9-year-old male that is half Chihuahua, half American Eskimo versus my 1-year-old baby Chow Chow. Not a good mix. Luckily, Snowman just tries to pin him and make him stop when he starts attacking Snowman. He has never really bitten him or harmed him. Winter nipped him one time because he bit her hard enough to hurt her. Spooky did. So that was the only incident we had where any blood was drawn, and thankfully everybody's fine. And I didn't blame her. He bit her first. You know, things happen. He does not like bigger animals. I think he has little man syndrome, if you want to know the truth. So that's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. But we shall see. Hopefully this will be an overall good weekend. Hopefully my husband will make the amount of money we need to pay for the rental car for him to work. And go from there. Because we really need puppy food right now. Like, really, really do. Now, puppy food is what I call the adult formula. I call the baby formula gremlin food, and we need that too. So, yeah. It happens, folks. Things happen. We've both been so sick. It's crazy. I've had bronchitis. He's had a cold that just kicked his butt. I was afraid that he had an infection, an upper respiratory infection. Thankfully, it went away, so I know it wasn't an infection. Mine was, sadly, and was no fun. No fun. But that's okay. 2 rounds of antibiotics. Here we are. I'm still recovering. We'll see how it goes. I still have a couple days left where the antibiotics are active in my system for round 2. We'll see how that works out. That doesn't want to go exactly where it should, so we're going to do that one again. Okay, there we go. I don't want to split these, mess them up. And once I finish this row, I am done for right now because I need to go sit in the bed and prop up my back to do any more stitching. The only reason I ended up out here is Summer, my big Golden Retriever Great Pyrenees mix, Summer Rain, decided that that was the moment that she was going to steal Mommy's spot, which is this thing she does, and I've never understood it. She got a whole doggone bed, and she wants Mom's spot. So I pet her, I spent time with her. I think, you know, you would think that would solve it. No. It doesn't. She just stays there. It's like, oh, this is Alpha Mama's spot. I'm going to take it. Well, Chrissy's the alpha, not me. But I guess because I'm the one that feeds them and takes care of them. My grandson helps so much with the feeding and watering. So much. He's so good about it. And he loves the puppies, and they love him, and the gremlins too. They really like him. I think it's little kids with little kids, you know? It's kind of funny. Funny to be around and watch. Oh, there they go. They're going to start to barking. So, you know how that goes. You know how that goes in this house. It's bound to happen. Because there are a lot of them and only one of me. Trying to train 4 at once is just... I think I'm failing because certain things I'm not communicating to where they're listening. A couple of them. But the others are doing great. And in most things, they're doing great. They are fully potty trained and have been since Winter potty trained them when they were about 6 weeks old. She got them to where they went potty outside, not in the house. She was so amazing, and she was a first-time mommy, so she did a great job. She did. She did a beautiful job. They're gorgeous. They need a bath, because right now they all look kind of tan. They are white and pale cream is what color they are. So it's like, uh-oh, we need baths. So mommy needs a good back day. Because y'all outweigh me pretty much if we put you together. It's crazy. I think that Rocky, the biggest one, must be close to 30 pounds already. And outside of that, they're 15 to 20 pounds apiece. They're really big babies, which is even bigger than the typical Chowski. Or Chow Chow. Depending on how you want to say it. Breed, they're Chow Chows. But in this family, they're Chowskis. Once they grow up and get that attitude of the American Eskimos. So, well, folks, that's where I'm going to leave this off. I know it's a short one, and I'm really sorry, but I haven't done this in a long time. And my body is really not having the best, easiest day. Because I was up doing housework, which I'm not supposed to be doing early this morning. But that's me. It's got to get done. Somebody's got to do it. But God bless you all. Stay safe, please. My thoughts and prayers are with you, as they always are and always will be. And I will see you again next week. God willing. Bye-bye.